Okay, so this is my second time recording. For some reason, the first one just got deleted. I don't know. Anyway, it's been an hour later. So we're gonna go over the road to becoming a natural pro bodybuilder. We're on week 7. It's funny because even though it's week 7, I'm like 9 weeks out. So there's that conflict in my head of where are we? But week 7, and it's the 17th of February. So we're gonna go over progress. And it's funny enough, the last video I tried to record, I actually ended up doing the progress last. So this time I tried to do it in order. So progress, cardio, planchos, training, nutrition. I think, yeah, none of these changed, but top 3 have changed. So first things first, we're gonna go through the progress. If I'm speaking a bit faster, it's because I've already done it, so I don't have to think as hard. But anyway, what I was saying about this before was that as you know, there's never really a change on a week-to-week basis. It's more about the week before, well, 2 weeks before, and before that. So obviously, you can see here there's a lot of definition changes in the upper body. The abs are a lot more defined. You can see the waistline even has shrunken quite a bit, and there's great detail in the quads. If I do say so myself, you can really see like there's a lot of separation here. The teardrop action here really pulls out, where even here actually it was a bit less defined, but here I think it was like lighting an angle that makes this one pops a bit more, but it's definitely a lot more present here. And even the lines here that separate I'm not sure exactly which which of the 3 quad muscles this is called, but the line here is really getting deeper. So the cut is going exceptional. Torso wise though, so for next week, I think I actually might get the video to look, well, the screenshot of the progress pictures to look at this angle, just so that there's a better comparison between week 8 this year and week 8 last year. And also I'll be able to compare a bit more with these photos and then see if I want to stick with this angle or that angle. But this will probably be the last time that I do this angle, maybe. I don't know, we'll see. And we're back as always. My best feature has the most detail, has the most basically progression that you can see. I'm gonna try and keep my arms closer to my body, sort of like this, because I feel like this looks kind of weird. And even here, my arms are a bit far apart as well, and it kind of gives it a weird pose. So I'm gonna try and keep my arms by my side for the following poses. I know here that my tricep looks a bit soft, but I think it's just because I didn't tense it. And if you don't, so I said triceps, I mean traps. If you know anything about traps, it's that it's actually always engaged, and when you try to bring it down is when it relaxes. I think that's correct. But either way, right now it's basically looks a bit soft, and I think when I contract it, basically is when you see more definition there. So I might try to do that next week, but we'll see what happens with that. Triceps, arms are looking good. Back, you can see the veins really coming through here, and the definition is getting better and better. My waistline is actually shrinking by the week, and even here you can see like there's more fat being removed from my lower back as opposed to even here just 2 weeks ago. Like this line here is this line here, so you can see there's a real indent. There's a real like you can literally see the fat that's being moved from my body. And one of my big concerns right now actually is that because I'm losing so much weight, I'm definitely going to have some sort of loose skin. And it's not because I'm losing so much weight so quickly, it's that I don't have enough body tissue to fill in the gap of the fat that's missing. So I'm afraid, not afraid, but like I'm cautious of it right now. I'm not cautious, concerned about it right now. But I'm pretty sure 2 to 3 years down the line, I would have built up enough muscle tissue over that time, and also maintain being in such a better condition over a long period of time. That would be less of a concern. Um, Lower body here, hamstrings look really good, and I think the only reason why this one doesn't look as good as this is just that the angle's off. So I think if the camera was a bit more to the left, you'd be able to see a bit more definition the same way you can over here. But I'm not sure if you can tell, there is like a vein running through right here. Anyway, calves still looking exactly the same, almost like I've never hit them, but I literally work them 4 times a week at least. Side on, everything looks the same. But overall, I'm really happy with the progress this far. I'm looking so much better than last year that it's given me a lot of confidence to know that I'm doing the right thing. And all that really matters now is basically obviously over the next 8 weeks, how I dial in and make sure I don't lose any size as I bring in a definition to the physique. All right, so changes to cardio. So I'm not sure if I mentioned last week, but I was adding 15 minutes of cardio on top of what I was already doing with the 45 minutes to make up for the fact that I was so far off track. over that last weekend, and then make sure I get back on track as fast as possible. However, I think I got to like maybe Friday or Saturday, and I realized that cardio was actually, it was Friday. I realized that cardio was getting easier, even though it was 45 minutes. So I do 45 minutes of Stairmaster 4 times a week, and then 3 sessions of bike 3 times a week. And I realized it's getting easier, but I didn't want to. I wanted to do something to increase the difficulty, but I didn't want to spend more time doing Stairmaster. So I thought, rather than doing Stairmaster 4 times a week every other day, I'll just do it every single day, but for 30 minutes instead of 45. And when I ran the numbers, basically calculated how much that would be, I end up basically doing 30 minutes, and it adds 30 minutes to my total compared to what I'm already doing of the Stairmaster. But at the same time, I'm also going to be doing 30 minutes of bike in the evening, and that will add more time overall to my cardio as well. So it's like, and the thing is, both of them feel the same to me in terms of the effort levels. So they're not too taxing, especially if it's only 30 minutes. I think for me, 30 minutes right now is like the golden time where I can put a lot of effort into it and it's not too taxing. And I can see the most returns from it. So I'm going to stick with that going forward. So all in all, I'll be doing 1 hour cardio every single day, and then split it into stairs and bike every single day. I'll let you know how it goes. I'm pretty sure it'll be successful, and so I'm pretty sure it's something I can do for the long run, up until about probably a week out, just so that I don't have too much inflammation in my quads for the show. 'Cause you kind of want to be as lean and dried out as possible for the stage, and doing excessive cardio might get in the way of that. Okay, I think that's everything for cardio. In terms of planned shows, so looking at my, I guess, yeah, we'll do planned shows first and then wait. So I come to find, well, not come to find out. So recently, the guys that's running these shows, the ones that are UK Drug Free Bodybuilding Association, they actually announced that they have a new sponsor that's adding £300 to the bodybuilding category for the winner. Or I'm not sure for the winner, but prize fund, right? Which is really cool, because it kind of just gives more people more incentive to do these shows, and it makes it feel like they're taking it serious. So, as an athlete, I should take it serious too. So now that I feel like, yeah, there's more in it, and it's making me rethink about how much I'm actually going to go off track during this week after the first show, because it's not too many weeks up until these next shows. So this will be basically like the test to see how locked in I can stay over a long period of time. I've never done anything like this before as well, so it will definitely be interesting to document it and see how my body reacts to such a strenuous, probably month of training and competing. But yeah, still plan to do the show. I need to register for it now because it's actually getting kind of full. I know, yeah, I mean, I mentioned it before, but it's going to be my first time doing open bodybuilding as well, which is what this category is. My my main issue is that it actually, like, it's a bit inconvenient, because I already have like the underwear for this, but this open bodybuilding requires different underwear. I'm gonna actually see if they will allow me to use the same underwear, because that'd be pretty funny. Um, but yeah, that'll be interesting. But yeah, I haven't planned to do any new shows, and this show is adding more money to it as well. So by the time I finish here and have the 2 weeks off, I'll be in such a good position to get a really slow cut to get down to I probably won't be 92 kg, if and it depends how I look at this show as well. Like, if I think that 89 looks too small, then I might um stick to 92, but 89 might be right. So I might see what I have to do to do what it takes to get down to my best look for this final show, because this one's where all the money's at. This one's where they actually increased the fund recently from 2K to 3K. So I'm not sure how they split it up in between the winners, but it's a big deal either way. Yeah, that's it for plan shows. All right, what's next? Let's have a look at training. So training is exactly the same. I'm actually really happy with training at the moment. Apart from the quad session that I do at the moment with the hack squats, it actually takes up so much energy. And last week's training was really good. And I was trying to think about what it was that made it really good. And I realized it's because I didn't do quads on the Saturday, so it didn't have a knock-on effect for the whole week. I think I was actually stronger every single week on at least one exercise, or maybe one rep or anything, throughout the whole week. and it kind of leads me to believe that later on, probably from 2 weeks out, I might take my hack squat out of the quad day, just so that I can push harder for the last 2 weeks, and then reduce the amount of um, I guess fatigue that's on my body, because that's actually like, it's a big deal. Like, I felt so refreshed from not having to deal, because right now I did it this Saturday. My legs still hurt, and it's not like I don't think I'm going crazy with it. It's 4 sets of 8. It's weight that I've done before that I'm comfortable with, but I think because it just requires so much to get a good rep, it it takes a lot as well. And obviously, it's kind of like a high risk, high reward thing. It's very stimulating, but it's also very um, fatiguing. In terms of nutrition, everything is the same. I've added pickles to my meals, but it only increased the calories by, I want to say, maybe 50 calories, nothing too crazy. And a lot of my calories come from fruit. Not a lot, but some of my calories come from fruits anyway. So it's not like it's all digestible calories. So it's not a big deal. And if I find that over the next week that it's reducing the amount of calorie deficit I could be in, then I'll change that. But for now, I think I'm in a good spot where that I don't need to worry about how much the pickles is gonna throw me off track. But yeah, I think that's everything. I'm pretty sure I mentioned most stuff in the last one I recorded, but at this point I'm really tired. I need to get ready for my next session of doing glutes today, which is again basically just an active rest day. But because I'm doing stairs every single day now, nothing really feels like a rest day anymore. Because before I used to do cycle on the days that I do legs in the morning, but now I do stairs, so everything's a busy day. But that's what you have to do to win. Anyway, that's it from me. If you have any questions about my training, anything about if you want coaching or anything like that, you can always drop me a message, either the comments or email. I think there's a link in my bio. All that being said, have a good day. Bye.